Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Student World Talks. My name is Lean, and today I will be the host for this episode. I'm super excited for today, super excited for this episode. It's a new day, a new episode, a new opportunity for you guys to reach your goals, to accomplish your goals with our help, and to keep researching and benefiting from all the information that we're trying to give you so you can finally accomplish your dream and study abroad. I am really happy to see that there was a lot of you guys before we even started, and I'm really I was excited to know who's watching us and more about you, more about your goals. So my question to you is, can you guys please comment in the comment section, where are you watching us from? So your country, and if this is your first time watching us or not. Because if this is your first time, I just want to give you, first of all, welcome. And second of all, I just want to give you a summary of what is this exactly. It's a live where every episode is unique and different, but all of them are entirely focused on studying abroad. Each episode, we either bring a representative from a university, so they can tell us about their scholarships, programs, and all about the university's unique opportunities for international students. So I can see the comments here. So hello, guys. Hello, Bright from Nigeria. Hello, Talia from Kenya. Hello, Samu from Venezuela. And hello, Paul. This is your third time joining. That's amazing. I actually think I actually recognize your name. So that's why I like asking you guys, because when I see the names, I'm recognizing some of them. So it's really fun to talk to you again. And thank you for joining. Duke from Kenya, Progel from India, from Peru. And then we have from Romania for the fourth time joining us. So I am so glad that you guys are actually coming back and watching us again, because this makes me feel like we're doing something right here. We're giving you the right information. And of course, if there's something that you don't like and there's any feedback, I'm more than happy to hear it. And you can just put it here in the comment, or you can even message us later, and we can just know about your concerns and what you're looking for here. So Luis is watching from Ecuador for the first time, so welcome. Thomas from India, Costa Rica. We have also from South Africa, Argentina. Um, a lot of people. Oh my God, I wish I can read all of them. So I am from Syria originally, and I came to Canada to study abroad. And I was just like you guys, researching, joining lives, and just looking around to find information. So congrats for being here and looking for information as well. So just like how you were commenting your countries, I just want you guys to keep doing that throughout the live by asking your questions, by telling us your study abroad goals, or telling us anything that you need throughout the live in this comment, and I will make sure to read it. So other than that, I also want to remind you guys to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, because this way you can get notified every time we post a new video, and you guys can get all the updates, and you can join us in more lives as well. Finally, it's time to introduce what today's episode will be about. So today we have an institution that is located in the country with the seventh largest economy in the world, France. This institution is located in France, and it is one of the oldest business schools in the world. So this is also in the top 1% of all business school worldwide. And 93% of the graduates find a job in less than 6 months. So this is Burgundy School of Business. Let's watch a quick video to know more about this amazing institution. How great was that? I'm personally excited to know more about it, and I'm sure that you guys are too. So finally, let's welcome our guests for today. We have two amazing and lovely guests. Hello, Parashte. Hello,
Hello.
Par. Thank you so much for
Hi.
joining us today. How do you feel being here, seeing all the students from different countries? You asked me before, like, where are the students are going to join from? So as you saw, like, there was from all over the world.
It's amazing. I'm really excited actually to the coming 1 hour to tell you more about higher education in France, to tell you more about Burgundy School of Business. And I've noticed that we have students from all around the world, Costa Rica, Kenya, Nigeria. I mean, I'm super excited. Well, let me introduce myself first. My name is Perish Ter. I know it's a bit difficult to pronounce. You can also, guys, call me Peri. So I am representing Burgundy School of Business. I'm in international development team, and I'm here today to answer all of your questions related to the programs that we offer at BSB, admissions procedure, and we have our student Gauhar. So Gauhar, maybe you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Gauhar. I know it's also not an easy name to pronounce. First of all, I want to say that I'm super excited to be in this live, and I was very surprised how many students there are and how everybody is so active answering the questions, and people are here for the second, for the third, fourth time. This is amazing. So my name is Gauhar. I am a student from Kazakhstan. And this is I'm in my third year, bachelor, third year in BSB. My specialization is international business management. I used to study in US before, but I transferred completely to BSB. And I'm very excited to tell you about this school today, guys.
Perfect. Thank you so much for both of you for introducing yourselves. So, guys, as you heard, we have today a student who can give us a closer look to the student's perspective in France. So, if you want to study France and you're really curious to know more about the student life, you can get everything you need to know today. And also, of course, Parishte is going to tell us all about the programs. So, let's start because I see that a lot of you are already very excited, and we are too. So let's start by talking about again who is Burgundy School of Business. Just a quick summary and introduction about the school.
Yeah, so Burgundy School of Business is one of the Grand École, one of the French Grand École, which is recognized by French Ministry of Education. We have our accreditation, which is called Conference des Grandes Écoles. I know for some of you, it's probably you are not that familiar with the higher education in France, but in general, higher ed in France is split into the public universities and the Grandes Écoles, which is translated from French as a great school. So we have great school for management, we have great schools for engineering, and BSB is one of the great schools for management and entrepreneurship. So we are not only a teaching school, we also have a research lab, and we are offering programs for undergraduate students, for graduate students, and we do also have an MBA program, and all our programs, they are taught in English. As you mentioned, Lynn, earlier, we are among 1% of best business schools worldwide, and on a national level we are in top 15. So we can say that we are one of the leading business schools. And of course, we are one of the oldest leading schools as well. So we have more than 120 years of expertise in this field. And yeah, we have two campuses. We are located in Dijon. You've seen the video. And we do also have a brand new campus in Lyon, which is second largest city in France.
Yeah, that
So
all sounds amazing. Sorry, did you want to add something?
yeah, I don't know, Gohar, if you want to add anything else.
About the BSB, maybe yes. I wanted just to specify. I think it's one of the very important aspects that BSB is a Grand École. So this is like as you said, translates basically like a grade school, and that's very important because there are public universities which are also good, but in France there is like an unwritten rule that grand écoles are better. I mean, it may sound harsh, but that's true because right now I'm in my last year and I'm applying constantly to internships after school. And all of them, most of them in big companies, they require a grand école diploma. So if you want to get employed after bachelor, you have a higher chance to get employed with the grand école because anyways it's considered like a lot higher, especially in business. If you go to a business school, grand école, whether you go to a public university, I think just that's very important. It's like very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds great. So, Gawar, would you like to tell the students what made you choose this school specifically? What are some of the unique things that you saw and made you be like, okay, this is the school that I want to go to?
Okay, sure. So yeah, as I told before, I was transferring from US and I chose BSB, and I think that's honestly was one of the best decisions. And this is not because like I'm promoting the school today. That's actually how I feel because I've studied in different places, schools, and I chose BSB because first of all, yes, it's a grand école, it's a business school, and I want to do business in life, management, marketing, and the diploma that BSB will give to you, which is first of all, it's going to be a higher education diploma, bachelor degree in 3 years. It will give you a lot of opportunities in terms of internships, work experience. So you have a higher chance to get employed here in France. Second of all, also the BSB, they have a very like active student life, and this is something that I was reading about, but something I didn't expect that the life in school is going to be that active, because there are constantly different weeks of I don't know, career weeks. Also, there are a lot of Perishte, could you please remind me associations? Yeah,
Yes,
in BSB there are many associations that are like literally for
more than
sports, for
25.
yeah, and all of them are super active. They make events every single week. I don't know, they promote themselves, they make parties, they make some, I don't know, even like lectures about something very useful. And this is also great. And I think also the other like very important point was that BSB located in Dijon, and Dijon is a very nice city to live in terms of when you come to study abroad for the first time. It's very safe. I think we're going to speak about Dijon later, but it's a very safe city, but at the same time, it's perfect for student life. And it's 2 3 hours, I mean, train, bus from Paris, 2 hours from Lyon, which is perfect. You can explore everything, and at the same time you don't feel super overwhelmed and you can you can focus on your studying.
Yeah, those are great reasons. Thank you for that. And yeah, of course, we're going to talk more about the city. But the students are all very also curious about the program. So maybe let's start with this topic first.
Mhm.
So, what are the most popular programs offered at BSB among international students?
Well, it's super difficult to differentiate actually what are the most popular programs. Of course, our bachelor program is really in trend. So we are offering this generic program, which is called Bachelor in Management, that gives this 360 vision on today's business, on modern business, and on how to take into account not only the economic aspect but also the social and environmental aspect into account. That's in our DNA. And of course, being as a business school, all our programs, they are related to management and entrepreneurship. In anyhow, we are studying management in different type of industries. For example, it can be wine management, it can be gastronomy, arts and cultural management, also very popular among international students. You can also study data science, how to actually, or artificial intelligence and digital technology management. This is a unique program. And nowadays we have only 3 programs existing I mean, in Europe, we have only three programs like this. It's in Netherlands, Sweden, and in France at BSB. What else? A Master in Management program, of course. This is a classic Grande École program that is offered by many different Grande École in France. As Gauhar mentioned before, in general, these programs have the highest recognition on a national level. Also, BSB have international accreditations as well. So, if you will choose to develop your career somewhere else with these degrees, you can continue your studies in any country or get your employment as well in any country in the world, actually. So yeah, there are lots of programs that we can offer to international students. And I would like to also mention separately about our School of Wine and Spirits business, but maybe we can elaborate on that later if students will be interested in wine management programs.
Yeah, of course. So we have a question here from Thomas asking, does BSP provide any courses related to tourism?
We do have a specialization. It depends if you are interested in a graduate or undergraduate program. So we do have a specialization for undergrad students, which is called wine tourism. It's related to wine industry. So yeah, we offer this type of courses as well.
Perfect. And Duke is excited to know more about the business and management program. So, Gawar, do you want to maybe tell us more details about your program and, like about what you learn, how you learn, the learning style?
Yeah, sure. So it's my specialization is called International Business Management. So BSB, we have 2 semesters. The first semester, the fall semester, then the spring semester. The fall semester is that they kind of prepare you for choosing your specialization in the last semester, because we have many classes for leadership and project management. We have marketing, we have SMEs, small medium-sized businesses, entrepreneurship. And this semester we have, when you actually choose the specialization for international business management, we have many classes about finances. So we have a finance class, we have business administration, we have strategy, we have supply chain, we have human resources, and all of that is really about international business. So it's about, for example, the supply chain or strategy, like how to enter foreign markets with your business, what type of strategies to use, how to choose the market, and the cultural management. So all of that is really covering like it's very specific, but at the same time, I think all of these classes give you a very good base if you want to continue MBA or Masters in Management or Masters in like some other business sphere. Yeah, so basically all of that classes we cover. Yeah, mostly it's I would say finance, supply chain, strategy, which is also connected with the marketing. So it's actually, yeah, it's all about business, but it's very specific, but gives you opportunity to choose after your graduation what exactly you want to do in terms of the like business aspect.
That sounds great. Thank you for that. So, King Taro is asking if the programs offered are only in English.
No, we actually have two tracks. We have English tracks and French tracks as well. Most of, for example, Bachelor program is offered in two languages, either in English or in French. The classic Master in Management Grande École program is also available in both languages. And as for specialized master programs, they are entirely in English. So it depends on what type of programs you are interested.
Mhm. And Victor is asking about the engineering programs.
Well, unfortunately, this question is more related to the Grande École in engineering. Here at BSB, we are only offering the business-related subjects.
Yeah, there was a lot of questions about engineering, so it's good that you clarified that. Thank you.
Mhm.
So you told us that the Bachelor in Management is one of the most popular at BSB. So how long is it? And just can you tell the students just more details about the curriculum that they study? And yeah, so like just like how the semesters
Mhm.
go.
So the duration of the program is of 3 years. So this we are following the Bologna system, which is always 3 years of bachelor program and 2 years of master's program. Uh, the we have 6 semesters in total, and the first 2 years they are generic. Students are studying general programs related to management and entrepreneurship, and on third year of their studies they have two options: either to choose one of the specializations that we offer at BSB, which can be the international business management, business development, luxury marketing, digital management, sustainable business management, or as a second option, students they can also choose to apply to one of our dual degrees. We have more than 10 dual degrees available. So we are partnering with schools all around the world. For bachelor students, we have 10 destinations. It's United States, United Kingdom, Canada, Ireland, Germany, Italy. So students they are free to choose one of these destinations, and they can study entire academic year, 2 semesters in one of these partner universities, and by end of their studies they will get 2 degrees. Unfortunately, Gauhar didn't have this chance because she joined us on the third year of her studies. So 2 first years she was studying in US, and she joined us on for her last year, but she chose the specialization, which is
Yeah.
international business management. So these are the options.
That's a great opportunity for the students. Thank you for mentioning that. So Paulus is asking about the data analytic course for master students.
Mhm. We have the program Master of Science program in data science and organizational behavior. This program is unique by um, the content. So 50% of content comes from PwC Luxembourg because we are officially partnering with PwC. This is a highly practical program in general, and it's intense. I mean, we are offering more than 450 hours, contact hours with our teachers and experts. So students they will have an opportunity to start working on real life cases from the first day of the program. So we are giving them the chance to implement their knowledge on practice, and they will also have the chance to meet their HR and recruiters from PwC. So many of them they are receiving their first job offers from our main partners.
Yeah, that's great. Many of the students seem to be really interested in the business, international business management that Gauhar was talking about. So there's a question. Feel free, like to any of you, to answer it. How is business management different from project planning and management?
Well, project, yeah, I saw actually this question below. Project planning and management, it is a business management because business management, being a manager, you can be any kind of manager, right? You can be a marketing manager, you can be project manager, you can be brand manager, any type of management, which is like management organizing, like being the leader, taking the responsibility. So you can be any type of manager. And when you go and study international business management, you cover different areas of business to be prepared as a manager for any type of business sphere. That's why we have finance, how to be financial managers. That's why we have supply chain or strategy, to know how to be like a marketing manager. So when you go and study international business management in BSB, as I said, you will cover all of these different spheres. So that's why we have all of these classes. And I think that's great because you have an opportunity to choose, and to kind of understand what sphere of business you like more to be a manager in that specific sphere. Because in the end of the day, all of that is like connected, and all of that departments, project, brand management, marketing, they're all working for a particular business. I hope I have explained the concept, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So Parishta, you did mention a little bit that you have a school of wine and spirits business, and while doing my research, I found out that it is the first one of its kind in France, and its MBA program is ranked number one in France as well. So can you tell the students more about it, and what are the programs offered at that department?
Right. So it's true that we are number one. I mean, we are the very first school actually who introduced the wine management programs in France, and our program, MBA program, is ranked as number one and is in top 6 worldwide. So we have our direct competitors is a Sonoma State University in California. So we also invite our guest speakers from Sonoma University and School of Wine and Spirits Business. We are offering 5 programs. So the first one we already mentioned. This is an MBA program. This program is for senior profile candidates who already have at least 3 years of work experience. It doesn't have to be necessarily in a wine industry or spirits industry. So it can be also a candidate who was, I don't know, working in any other field, in any other industry, but who is interested in developing new skills, who is passionate about wine. The program, the duration of the program is 1 year, and this is a full-time program entirely taught in English. So the idea of this program is to prepare high quality managers in this field, in the field of wine and spirits sector. They don't need to necessarily understand the product itself. We will teach them. We have the wine tasting rooms. We are also covering the WSET certifications, 2 levels of WSET. Then we will also provide with the field trips. So students, they will have the opportunity to visit most famous worldwide famous vineyards, like of course Burgundy. So being in Burgundy, we didn't have any other option but not to be the best in this industry. We are pioneers, of course. And then students will also have the opportunity to visit other countries like London, New York. They will visit also private career fair in Germany. So this is also kind of a platform where students can grow their connections, because this is a kind of a closed industry. People, they know each other very well, and it's always depends on the references. So we do have this tight connection with the corporate world in this industry. And so the program itself is very intensive, more than 650 hours, and it's a highly selective program as well. So of course we will check all the every dossier. We will check carefully the background of each student. But if you really show your interest and passion about wine, we can consider any type of background and any type of profile, as long as you have at least 3 years of work experience. And then we have also specialized master programs. These are also 1 year programs. We have Master of Science in Wine Management. We have a program, Sustainable Wine Tourism and Gastronomy, and 2 programs in French language. So in case if someone is interested in studying in French, we can also go into more details with our French taught programs.
Yeah, that's such a unique field for them. So, guys, if you want to know more about it, feel free to ask more about the School of Wine and Spirits Business, because that's a great opportunity and also really unique. So, yeah, there is a question from Natharusha. Asking about any agriculture related courses available for undergraduate students.
Oh, unfortunately, we do not have anything related to culture for undergraduate students at least, but for postgraduate you can always consider the wine management programs, but still it's more related to the management itself rather than to the agricultural part. So
Yeah, perfect.
I've seen, just, I'm sorry to interrupt. I've seen one question from one of the students if they can apply to management programs without management background. If even you've been studying medicine, I don't know, law, engineering, you can still apply to one of our programs. So we are not that strict on this aspect. So students from all type of backgrounds, they are allowed to apply to one of our programs. But of course, we will check every profile one by one, and we will. Another part is the interview. So you have to prove yourself that you are really interested in management and why exactly you want to study management. So that's the most important part.
Mhm. Perfect. Yeah, thank you for clarifying that. And of course, if you see any other question that you would like to answer, you can just point that out. So Lewis is asking if all the programs at BSB are related to business management, and he's asking if like can he study something related to programming.
Uh, it depends on the level. If we are talking about postgraduate programs, we have this artificial intelligence and digital technology management program, which is a combination between technological part, like hard skills and soft skills. So in that program, you will definitely learn the programming, the coding itself, and plus you will also study the management related courses.
Mhm. Great, thank you. So also, I just want to ask about the language programs. Do you have any language programs or courses to improve skills, either like English skills or French skills? Maybe like Pershte or Gauhar, you can also answer by telling the students if you're studying in English or French, and if you're taking any language courses as well.
Yes, I study in English fully. All my classes are in English, but I have French. So what you do is that you before going to BSB, you do the language test. Like it's a free language test that BSB sends you. So just to know what your level and to what class to put you. So because I'm the like A1, A2 maximum level in French, I study in that class. Yes, and also last semester I had business English, and I know that in the first and second year of bachelor, you also, I believe, you have business English and French also because my friends have it. Yes, and English is more related not into grammar or to like studying the language, but studying the business English related vocabulary, phrases, and everything, but also French. Uh, and French is like a regular French. You study the grammar, vocabulary from the beginning if you want. But I'm not sure about the other languages, to be honest.
Mhm. So yeah, well, for students who are studying full time in English, we are offering these French courses, and for those who are interested in third foreign language, they also have this option. They can study Chinese, Korean, Portuguese.
Russian.
German, Russian, yeah, also Russian. Uh, and for those who chose French track, who is studying in French, they are also improving their level of English. So the both options are available to our students for bachelor students and for master students as well. And of course, all these courses are free. This is a part of the program. Students are not paying anything additional to take the foreign language classes.
That's great to know. A lot of the students are also wondering about working while studying. So, can students work while studying at BSP?
Yes, they do. They can work legally. They can work up to 20 hours per week with their student visa. This is the case of Gauhar. Actually, Gauhar, she is working part time. Students, they can get their student jobs in the city. Of course, more options are available in Lyon, since it's a bigger city rather than Dijon. But still, there are options for international students. Sometimes, if we have some projects at school, we are also offering this opportunity to our students, especially to international students, because for them it's let's say more challenging to find a student job rather than to local French students because they speak the language. So yeah, I don't know if Gohar, if you have anything to add.
Um, yes, I actually work part time in BSB a little bit. As in the office, we have a new program right now launching, and that's why Perishte asked me to help them. And I was very glad because it helps to have a better look in the university. And yes, you can basically work, but I think that very important is to know French, of course, for
Yes.
working, especially in the
So
city.
we are encouraging our students to start learning French from the first day.
Yeah.
But of course, it's not the easiest languages. But I think as long as you have the motivation, you are surrounded by French culture, by French people, French students. So there is all the possibilities to learn this language.
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely. This was one of my 2022 goals is to learn French. Still working on it, but hopefully one day. So, what are the career services offered at BSV? And Gohar, did you use any of that, for example, like resume help or just
Yeah.
help in general about guiding you to find like part-time jobs?
Yes, yes. I there are many. There is BSB has a career center where you can make an appointment online. You can do it in person. And you can meet the representatives of career center, and they can help you with different things. Literally, the CV, the interview, how to find the job, where to find it, how to figure out what you want to do, the cover letter, everything. So any kind of aspect, you can go there, and they will help you absolutely for free. And for me, it was a very important moment because I'm in my last year. I have to apply right now, which I'm actively doing today also. And I just wanted to make sure that my CV that I already had and my cover letter fit well for, like French market. And I personally did many like CV cover letter courses for myself, so I kind of knew a lot. But I was also like a little bit first. I didn't know what BSB can offer, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna talk and see. It's gonna be an additional plus. Why not? And I actually was very surprised from the amount of information I got because I talked a lot about because I was instructed in details about my CV, my cover letter, how French people want to see the CV and cover letter because it's a little bit different from other European countries and especially from US, from other parts of the world. And like we literally went through some companies and on the examples, like instructors, they have showed me how my CV and cover letter should look like. So I think in terms of career and how to apply and where to apply, you won't get lost and you will have people to help you. Yes, but it's I would say it's your choice to go there, but I would highly recommend to go there to the career center.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. This sounds like such a supportive community. And Parishta, would you like to add anything to that?
Yes, I just wanted to mention that I just wanted to mention our philosophy at BSB. We believe that the educate and the diploma itself is not the final goal. It's only the instrument. It's just a tool to achieve your life goals. And I believe that everyone is pursuing the career of their dream. So we would like to help to our students to get their first jobs, to start their career. And yeah, as Gohar mentioned, we have this career service. We also have the internship departments. And for us, it's very important the placement of our students. We have this close tie with the corporate world. We have different type of partners, small sized businesses. It can be consulting companies, bank sector. So we are also sharing the resume of our students among our network.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And you Yeah, would you like to add anything? Go
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I actually wanted to add. Yeah, I completely forgot about the our alumni connection, and also besides career in terms of the career center, very important aspect about the business schools and grand écoles that our professors are your connections also. So professors, besides teaching and being teachers, they are also people with a 20 plus years of experience in business field, even more. Most of my, I would say even all of my professors, they either work for a big corporations companies in France or worldwide, or they have their own businesses in France. We have a professor who has a huge business in Brazil, in Switzerland, and these are also your connections, because I know cases when even this is right now I'm talking closely with one company about my internship, and the way how I got really connected with the company, besides my CV and cover letter, is also with the help of my professors. Because once you're active in class and you have a good communication with the professor, they will help you to find out the ways to get, like to help you somehow with your internship. Because this is very important. One of the very important aspects of business schools is that you go there not only for studying but also to get connections, and that's in the business sphere because everyone is so close. As Perishta said, especially in wine tourism, everybody knows each other, so it's a really good way to promote yourself. And this is right now how I am about to get my job also.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great way to like build that network and have a
Yeah,
new community.
yeah.
Yeah. So as you were talking a lot about the co-ops and internships, can you tell the students which programs have that internship component? Is it all the programs at PSP?
For bachelor students, this is a mandatory aspect to pass to submit their internships starting from the first year of their studies. So by the end of their program, by the end of the bachelor program in general, students they are accumulating approximately 13 months of professional experience. And if we will talk about the specialized master programs, it's not a mandatory part for international students because we understand that it's quite challenging to find an internship in France since not a lot of all international students they speak French, but we give them opportunity to submit their internships abroad as well in any other European country. It can be actually they can go back to their own countries also have their internship there. And for MBA students, it's the same. It's not mandatory, but of course, we encourage them to pass their internships because it will help them to enter the job market.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of questions about also the requirements, scholarships, and admission process and all of that. But before we get there, maybe we can talk a little bit about the campus and the social environment there at BSP. So how many campuses are there for this institution?
So we have two campuses. It's in Dijon city and in Lyon. We also have a micro campus in Paris and Bonn. So we cannot really call them as a campus because it's only like a one floor of a business center, and these facilities are available only for specialized master programs in French. So that's why I would only mention these two campuses in Dijon and in Lyon cities. And yeah, we do have a lot of different services available for our students. We have our own gym, we have music hall, dance studio, we have even Zen room for those who like meditating and who wants to disconnect during the day between the classes. They can easily go to the Zen room and recharge. We have also different we have our learning center, of course, fully equipped with all the hard copies of books, also a lot of digital spaces. I mean, for learning, we have a Kaizen room. Everything is included to the price, to the tuition fee. Students are not asked to pay anything additional because I know that in, for example, American universities, students are charged to use books and to borrow books. In our school, it's not the case. As soon as you pay the tuition fee, we call it as all inclusive. All these services are available to you throughout the whole year. Yeah, I don't know, Gohar, which are your favorite services? Maybe you can elaborate
Uh,
on that.
the favorite services. I think I would talk more about associations because this is also social environment.
Mm-hmm.
PSB, it has a very very active social life. I don't know, to be honest, which other university has this kind of social life in school, but I was very surprised that students are so engaged in associations, in different clubs, in events. There are so many events for international students. There are so many events just for every student, including French people, everybody. And we have both many associations for sports, many associations for, just they constantly make events on the weekends. And especially there was even in the beginning of the year, when it was like the first one of the biggest associations of BSB, they made a week of one night one bar, where all the international students could meet each other, talk with each other. And that's how I met most of my friends that I'm speaking right now with, from the beginning until today. And yeah, so I think in terms of social life, and if you feel a little bit scared that it's your first time going abroad, you don't know anybody. This was the case for me because I came here for 1 year. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what people will come here. So that's was very, very helpful in adapting.
Yeah, that's great. I think that also answers that this question that Mohammed was asking, how easy it is to adapt to studying abroad. Um, yeah, so would you like to add anything to answer that?
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person, but in terms of it really depends on the city, on the country, language, what kind of people you will meet here. For example, I can compare it to my experience in US. I was in Los Angeles, and it's a huge, huge city where, of course, it was very hard to adapt. It was very hard to meet people and to live a student life there, an actual student life. And here, I would say that from my experience, from experience of my friends that are maybe less social than me, it was quite easy to adapt because, of course, for the first year, everybody will have their struggles. But most of the time, first of all, Dijon is very safe. It's not a big city. It's very walkable. It has everything from restaurants, cafes, shops, parks, everything. So, in terms of infrastructure, it's very convenient. But also in terms of, if you go to BSB, you literally meet so many people from so many different backgrounds. We have people from, I'm personally friends with people here from Spain, from Mexico, from Balkan countries, from CIS countries, Germany. And it's amazing. You literally have an option. So that's why it would be easy to adapt, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, as you mentioned, Lynn, earlier, I like that word. We are a community here. So we know each other very well. We know each other by names. Teachers,
Yeah,
they know their students. So whenever we see that, if we see that the person doesn't feel right, and we had very challenging past few years, we always try to offer our support. We have our um, psychologist at BSB who is willing to help in if someone is not feeling well, if you cannot really adapt, and we can all be homesick. It's normal. So
of course.
we are here to support. And whenever our students they have any problems, we have our great team, international relations team, who is supporting our students from A to Z, who is also helping to find the accommodation. If you will have some visa issues, they will also support you on that matter. For example, we do have some problems with our Balkan students at the moment, so our international relation office is supporting them as much as they can. They're doing their best, of course. So yeah, students, our students, they never feel alone, or they always feel the support of BSB.
Yeah, and that's really important. That's a really important factor when choosing an institution to study abroad. So thank you so much for mentioning that. So Gauhar, you talked a little bit about the city and like lifestyle there, but can you also talk a little bit more about the cost of living, maybe compared to the U.S.? Would you say is it like more affordable? How would you compare it?
Well, yes, it's definitely more affordable. But in terms of yeah expenses, let's say if we start from the basics, right, like accommodation, prices can really vary. There is an opportunity to live in a government residence, student residence called cruise. This is the cheapest. I think this is the cheapest option. It's around 250 euros for a room. Obviously, um, you share the bathroom, the
Kitchen, yeah.
kitchen, yeah, but you have your own room. So this is the cheapest. Second of all, the other option you can either, which is what I do. I live in a private student residence, not the government like cruise, but private student residence. They're more expensive. They can vary from 450 to 500 euros, which is actually a good price for the really good quality room. So I have a big spacious room. I have my own kitchen. I have my own bathroom. That's a studio. It's very safe here. It's located in the city center. It's 15 minutes away from school walking. Or the other option, you can rent an apartment somewhere like it's not the Airbnb, but you know the French local websites where you can rent from like French people. You can share a room with someone. Yeah, it really depends, but I would say in terms of the cost of the apartment, it would be like from cruise 250 up to 600, depends on what kind of place where you want to live. And the all the other expenses are actually I can say that for food, for groceries, in a month I probably spend like maybe 150 euros for groceries. Yes, and some other expenses like going out and something. They're of course, like additional. It's cheaper than the in US, but you there is an opportunity like CAF. But I think maybe Perishte will tell about it because I'm not able
Yeah,
to.
we have this housing benefit. All students they can apply for government help, which is called CAF. French government is covering 30% out of the accommodation for all students, local French students and international students, and we also do help to apply for this housing benefit. So pretty much every student can rely on this. I would say I wouldn't say small help because 30% it's you can feel that, especially if you're renting something expensive for 500 euros, 30% out of it will be paid by French government. I just saw one question that caught my eye about the vaccination. If I can answer that question. So vaccination is not mandatory in our school, in our business school. I mean, without vaccination, students they can come and study. They can join the classes offline, in person. But of course, if they want to enjoy the social life, to go out, to go to the museum,
Yeah.
I don't know, to the bar, restaurants, concerts. In that case, of course, vaccination is must. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's must have.
Perfect. Thank you for answering that. So we still have a few minutes left, and there are two topics that we still need to talk about. So first, the admission process for international students. Can you give the students an overview of how would that go? Like how to apply, where to apply, and some of the general requirements.
Mhm. So it's pretty simple. They need to go to our website, choose the program that they're interested in, fill in online application form, attach all the documents. The main requirements for bachelor students, of course, they're a high school diploma and English proficiency test. It can be IELTS, it can be TOEFL. We do also accept the Duolingo test. For master students, so we are requesting their bachelor diploma and also English proficiency test. The minimum entry requirement is IELTS 6.0 or any other international test equivalent to this result. And we do not request for GMAT, but if you do have results of GMAT, it's always a plus. It will straighten your profile. And then we are asking for a standard package of documents like resume, motivation letter, recommendation letters, a copy of your identity card, and if you have any other additional rewards, I don't know, diplomas, it's always a plus. So you can add them to your profile. As soon as students they submit their application form, they will be sent with a link to pass their motivation letter or motivation interview. So they will be given a week, maximum a week, to pass their motivation interview, and if they will successfully pass it, they will have their final acceptance letter. And with that final acceptance letter, they can start. I mean, first of all, they have to confirm it, and then they can start applying to their student visa. And there was second question. I'm sorry, I forgot what we had to cover. Admissions procedure.
Yeah, I think you covered well, like
Okay.
where to apply, which is fill the application on the website,
Mhm.
and then some of the requirements which you already mentioned. So students are also wondering when are the deadlines that they can apply, like the deadlines so that they can apply. And also, while you're answering, maybe you can give the students a tuition fee average of the programs at BSP.
Mhm. So the deadline is 15th of July, but this deadline is more for EU students because they don't need to apply for student visa. So I would highly recommend to international students who have to require the student visa to apply by the end of maximum by the end of June, because they still need to find their accommodation and apply and go through the Campus France procedure. And the tuition fees, for bachelor program, it costs 8,200 euros per year for 2 semesters. And for classic master in management program, the tuition fee is 11,500 euros per year. And the special master of science programs, they all cost 14,000 euros. The most expensive program is an MBA program, which costs 29,000 euros, but of course, it's an all-inclusive tuition fee with all the field trips.
Uh, Great, thank you. And finally, now we can talk about these scholarships. So, what are these scholarships offered for international students at BSP?
Yeah, we do have merit-based scholarships. We're offering partial merit-based scholarships. Unfortunately, we do not have need-based scholarships. So students they can apply. We do. By the way, soon is going to be the deadline for the fourth round. So 15. If you will submit your application by midnight of 15th of March, we can consider your application for this round. And then the final round is 15th of April. But of course, we cannot guarantee that we will have scholarships left until 15th of April. So I would suggest, of course, to apply until 15th of March to have higher chances to get the scholarship. We can offer either 25% discount or 50% discount on tuition fees.
That's great. Thank you for that. So that was all the questions for today. Thank you so much for answering all of them. Would both of you just like to maybe say final advice for the students about studying abroad?
Go hard.
Okay.
You're the best person.
It was a pleasure to talk with you today, guys. Well, thank you for all of your questions, your high interest. I would only recommend to like not be afraid and apply, because yes, like ask for information. BSB is always here to answer your questions. We have a very active team who always answers all the students' questions very quickly, give you all the information, all the help you need, all the support for you in order to apply and come here. So I would say, like, yes, don't be afraid. These are all just like small things, you know, in life that you can be scared of. But in the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that studying abroad will totally worth it. The experience will totally worth the any struggle you're having right now with the application, or if you're scared of something, it all will be okay.
Thank you. Yes, I would like to also thank you, all of you guys, for your attention, for your time, for your motivation. I would definitely suggest you not to delay with your higher education. We've seen in the past that many of students, they were hesitant, should they go abroad or not. Look at Gohar, she already studied in US. Now she's completely changed her life and now living in France, and everything happened during the health crisis.
Yes.
So please do not delay. I think we should take your chances. And me, myself, as you could notice, I'm also not French. I was an international student back at the time. And then I graduated from Master in Management program also at Grande École. And then I found my first job. Now I've joined BSB and working in international development department. So you will never know how your life will, where your life will guide you. So please uh, risk, be courageous and curious. And we hope to see you here in France. Thank you, Lynn, very much for hosting us tonight. And if you have any questions, yeah, we are always here.
Great. Thank you so much, guys, for this amazing advice and the kind words to the students. And guys, as they both mentioned, that you can still get in touch and you can still ask your questions if you did not have the chance to do so today. We really apologize because there was a lot of them, but you can still get your question answered by reaching out to this information on screen. So thank you once again, Parishte. Thank you, Gauhar, and we really hope to see you soon again on the Student World Talks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Take
Bye bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
So, guys, that was it for today. That was such a unique and amazing episode about studying in France, this amazing institution and amazing destination as well. I really hope that you guys got great information and you got your answers, your questions answered. I just want to remind you guys that the Student World, we have an Instagram page that we an Instagram page called The Student World. You guys can follow us there, comment, you can like our pictures, you can send us a direct message to tell us what you would like to see on our timeline, and what information you would like to get from us. Please keep talking to us, giving us feedback, and suggesting new episodes because we really love to talk to you guys and engage with you. Thank you so much once again for joining today, and I hope to see you again soon next Tuesday on the other live. So thank you so much, guys. Goodbye.